Hello, welcome to GOT, Good Old Tech. Google Pixel release has happened. In other words, they had the big event this morning and they told us all about the new Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro. So let's talk about it, and we're going to order one today. So first off, I do want to acknowledge that they talked about the Pixel Watch 2 quite a bit, and I'll go over that maybe in a different video, but that wasn't my main interest. My main interest is the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro, more specifically for me, the Pro. Let's get into it. So one of the big things they were talking about is the new design, which to me, it doesn't seem much like a new design. It looks pretty similar to the old phone or all the phones the last couple years. Got the bar, which is nice. And that's nice because it prevents it from wobbling too much if you have it down on the table. But let's move on. Let's start with the displays. On the Pixel 8, they've given it a new name. They call it an Actua display. You know, something fancy, kind of like Apple does, just to make us think it's something special. But basically, the screen, it does have a lot of brightness to it. In other words, this screen will go up to 2,000 nits, where the previous one was up to 1,600. So that's quite a bit of a change. That's going to be really nice out there in sunlight. So its screen is actually just as bright as all those brand new Apple phone screens. So this is really good. The Pixel screen is not only brighter, but with the Pixel 8, now it has a 60 to 120 refresh rate screen. The previous Pixel 8 only went up to 90 hertz. This one going all the way up to 120. And some reviewers out there, I think they missed that. But check it out. Watch the event. It goes from 60 to 120 refresh rate on the Pixel 8. That's really great. Even Apple didn't do that with their base model. They stayed at 60. That's embarrassing. And then there's the Pixel 8 Pro, the difference in the screen. The Pixel 8 Pro, that screen will go up to 2,400 nits in brightness. Now, that's amazing. That's a lot brighter than any other phone on the market as far as I know. 2,400 nits, that's a lot. You're not going to have any issues seeing that phone outside. My only hope is it doesn't bring other issues like overheating. Let's hope they got that fixed with the new processor. And the variable refresh rate on the Pixel 8 Pro is awesome. It goes from 1 to 120. So it actually has a larger window of saving the battery with that refresh rate. So if you're not doing much on it, it's going to drop down, save battery. If you're doing something that requires high refresh rate, it's going to jump up and perform. So that's a great thing to help preserve your battery and prevent heat. Another thing that's added to that Pixel Pro is that thermometer temperature gauge on the outside, or sensor. So they said that you can check the heat of your food or a bottle for a baby, so you don't, of course, you don't want to burn the baby. So that's a pretty good thing. And they said eventually when they get it passed, you'll also be able to use it to take the temperature on your forehead. So that's a feature I'm not really big on, but we'll see how that works. I touched on it a little bit earlier. Both of these phones are going to have the new processor, the G3, which is a little smaller and a little faster, of course, the G2. So hopefully we're going to get a lot more performance. And some of the things that they tell us it will really help out in is camera performance. So let's talk about the cameras. Now the Pixel 8 has a 50 megapixel main shooter and a ultra wide 12 megapixel. Now those, along with the new processor, there's so much more you can do with the Pixel 8. Let's cover a little bit of it. One of the first things they boast about it is it picks up true skin tone, especially in videos, as you can see here by this demo. It's really nice. It doesn't matter what your skin tone is, it's going to pick it up. And there's a really unique comparison it gives here. I'll show you shortly. Now, something that's really complementing the video on this is the new audio computational engine that they have built into this thing. So you can do things like edit your audio, which is really cool. For instance, they show a demo here where there's a child crying with a dog barking in the background. And in this demo, they show that it separates the tracks on the audio so that you can actually take something out. And in this video, they take out the dog barking, so all you hear is the cute baby talk. Now that's pretty cool. That's something I would have to do on software afterwards, but now you can do that on the go. Now they also have this new feature called Best Take. In other words, have you ever been to somewhere where you've taken a bunch of photos, but not everybody in the group is smiling at the same time and you get different smiles? Well, with this, it can actually capture all those photos. Then you can actually pick from all those images which facial expression works best on each individual person, and you get that best take. Now that's a really cool feature. And then there's another feature called guided frame, which is really nice for those that might be sight impaired, or me if I'm trying to take photos without my glasses on. The camera itself will actually focus and center your face or the object of your photography. In other words, they show your dog, a food dish, whatever you want to focus, it'll focus for you. And this is on both the rear and the selfie camera. Then there's that feature where you can remove objects you don't want in the photo. That's something they've had before, but with this new processor and smart AI engine, it's going to do a little better removing things out. And you not only could just move things out, but you can move things anywhere in the photo that you want, as you can see here. And this is really cool, moving this tent into the frame. It actually used AI to finish the tent that was out of the frame. That's pretty cool. Looks very real. And then look at all these other things that you can do by moving images around in your photo. That's pretty cool. I don't know about throwing that baby up a little higher in your photo. Oh boy, that could get some people in real trouble. Now let's move on to the Pixel Pro. The Pixel Pro has all those features with some added features. For instance, you got the hardware that's different. You have a 48 megapixel ultra wide versus a 12 megapixel ultra wide. 48, that's really nice. It gives you the zooming that you want and the micro shots that you want. Then it also has a 48 megapixel telephoto lens. That's really nice. Now talking about AI magic, some things that they've added to the Pro, as you can see here in this demo, you can actually move larger items out of the picture. As you can see, they moved this old car out of the photo and it regenerated without any blur. That's really cool. Now, some of these features they say are going to come on down the road. They got an update coming in December, so that'll be great. And then they said as continued AI learning goes, we'll continue to get updates. Now, one of the cool features that's going to come later is this magical zoom stuff. They say
when you pinch in, zoom enhance can intelligently sharpen and enhance the details of your images so you can get closer than ever, even when you forget to zoom. It's an incredible application of generative AI, opening up a range of possibilities for framing and editing your images. So the kind of zoom enhancement you used to see in science fiction, it's right in the phone in your hand.
Now, when you move on to video on the Pixel Pro, this is what's really exciting. They're actually competing with the Apple, and they actually show us side by side with an iPhone 15 Pro. As you can see here, the side-by-side images, how it's got much more true tone colors, giving you more rich color to the photo, where you see everything much clearer in the video. I can't wait to see this comparison in the wild. Google's doing this a little differently, using this AI in the cloud. So in other words, you shoot your video, it does go in the cloud. Even when you shut down your phone, it finishes it, gives you the whole video with all this new AI footage, making your video look so much cleaner. And then it notifies you, it puts it on your phone when it's done. Professional editing on the go, and you don't even have to worry about it. So what they say is they do that multi-stacking HDR on the video, just as they do in the pictures, and then combine them all. They do all this in the background and then come out with the best looking video. Now they presented this video here during the event, which really looks nice. Check this out. It's a whole shot done in Japan by one of their professional photographers at night, this video. And as you see, as you go through the video, to me at first, I'm looking at this saying, this doesn't look all that impressive. Everything's dark. But then AI is added to it, and check out that clarity, that brightness, how much the scenes look different. They actually swipe it, as you can see here, and you can see the before and after. That is incredible. There's also a lot of talk about the AI assistant, and we'll cover that in more videos down the road, but that's pretty cool. They're up in the game on their AI assistants. They're adding this thing called Bard, which, interesting name, but it's got to actually combine your phone and everything that's on your phone doing searches to actually help you even more in your life and what's going on in your world at the time. So that's pretty exciting. If you want more details on that, check out Google's video on that link below. Now let's look at the price of the Pixel. Now there were lots of things that went on. First off, they thought the price wasn't going to change. And then they thought the price on the Pixel 8 was going to go from $599 to $699. Well, they got that part right. And they thought that the Pixel Pro was going to stay the same at $8.99. I said early on it was going to go up to $9.99, and guess what? That's what it did. I changed it back down to $8.99 in my last leaks review, but you know what? It's $9.99. But there's so many additional features in that. It's definitely going to be worth it. Now, something you need to know, they didn't even mention it in the video. They put it in fine print. With the Pixel 8, you can get the earbuds if you want, the Pixel earbuds for free. And with the Pixel 8 Pro, you can either get the buds or the watch. I chose to get the watch. As you can see here in my purchase, I went ahead and upgraded to the 256 gig storage. It was only $60, where on Apple, you got to pay an extra 150, 200 bucks if you want to upgrade the storage. So that was very reasonable. And I'm going to go ahead and get the watch. And if you're interested in it, let me know, because it's going to go on sale. So once the new phone comes in, I'll definitely do a whole lot more videos and go over it and compare it, everything else. So stay tuned for more videos in the near future. I'll be putting out some more videos before I get that on what was covered and go into more detail on other areas, as I said, like maybe even the watch. So with that said, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you've got some good information or you enjoyed this video, let me know by liking the video down below. If you never watched any of these events before you purchase, you've got to try it. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. God bless.